Hey, I'm Will Button, and we're going to look at the week one statistics for my last Facebook ad. Actually, not only my last Facebook ad, but my first Facebook ad. And we're going to talk about some of the things that happened, some of the things that didn't happen, and let's just jump right into it. So this is the home screen here, and you can see I'm using the iOS app because you can get so much more information on this that you can't get on the Facebook.com website. So the ad I ran was for the Distortionly.com website, and you can see I spent $20 a day here for a total of 7 days. So if we scroll down here, let's check on the post itself. Let me show you the post that I did real quick. So this is the post, and it was about 3 stages of a startup, where there's 0 to 10,000 customers, and then the next stage, which is 10,000 to about 2 million customers, and then the third and final stage of a startup, which is beyond 2 million customers. So I really wanted to target like the startup founders with this ad and see if I could give them a little bit of valuable information about how to visualize their startup and break it up into stages and understand what the primary objectives are for each stage of growing your startup. And then when you clicked on this last tile over here, it took you to a post that I'd written over at distortionly.com and broke this down into a lot more detail, and then had a call to action at the end of that post to get like an infographic summary. So let's take a look at the stats here. Over the lifetime, which was 7 days, the total reach was 3,503 people, and the cost per click was $1.32, which is amazing. And I don't know a lot about Facebook ads, but I do know from talking with other people that when you're hitting at that price, you're in a good price point. As far as gender, breaking it out, it was pretty even, 50-50. 53 to 52, but I didn't really have a preference there as far as who I was targeting. What I was caught off guard, though, is I set the parameters for people ages 40 to 65 plus, and that 65 plus really caught me off guard. I didn't think that would come into play, but it turns out that was the biggest demographic, which really surprised me because I wasn't expecting anything from that demographic at all. I don't think there's a lot of startup founders in the 65 plus category. There certainly are some, but as far as like a general percentage of the whole population, I didn't think it was that much. And if we go back and analyze that a little bit, I almost wonder if like the images that I used here targeted them, and maybe like the pictures of the trees here resonated with that demographic a little more so than a younger demographic. What I was really trying to do with these trees is show you, at the beginning when it's just you and no customers, you're just like a little sapling. Then you get a few customers, you're a tree growing up, and then finally you're this forest. But clearly that didn't work. As far as placements, only 1 click out of the Instagram feed. All of the others came from the mobile news feed on Facebook. And so nothing from the Facebook desktop app, which I thought there might have been something there, but I know that everyone is using their phone. If you're not targeting phone or mobile devices, then you're missing the boat completely. So that's okay. I just need to keep that in mind going forward. So as we look at this, I got to figure out what to do next week now because I'm going to run another ad. The first thing I'm going to do is change the demographic. Yeah, here is the targeted demographic, men and women ages 40 plus in the Phoenix area that show interest in blockchain, startups, investments, and real estate. So I need to adjust that. I need to cap that off. And actually what I think I'm going to do is run, how do I want to do this? Because like targeting younger people in their 20s with the same message as people in their 40s just isn't going to work. If you're in your 40s or older, that your interests are completely different than what they were at that age. So that's dumb for me to try and hit that in one group. So I need to pick which segment I'm going to hit in this coming week. I'm going to stick with Phoenix, and I think I'll probably stick with those keywords. But what I am going to do is change out the images here. So I think I want to do 2 different things here. I think I want to do 2 sets of images. I'm going to ditch the trees because that didn't work at all, I don't think. And the reason I'm saying that it didn't work is because I got 106 link clicks, which is pretty good. I know there's people converting higher, but this is the first Facebook ad I've run, so I'm happy with that. The thing that didn't happen, though, is I didn't get a single person signing up to download the infographic. So And that's kind of a separate problem. My first problem is to get people to my website, and once I'm getting them to the website reliably, then I can work on, the content on the site to get them to convert once they're on the site. So I'm going to try two different images here. Initially, I wanted to have, because I'm targeting the Phoenix area, I wanted pictures of cactus here instead of trees, but I searched and couldn't find that, so I went with the trees. But I'm going to ditch that strategy altogether, and I'm going to use two different sets of images. I'm going to use one that shows people, so have like one person here, and then a few people, and then a lot more people. And I'm not sure what my second set of images will be right at the moment. And then I'm going to set up another campaign that does automatic A/B testing, and I'll use Facebook to add two ad sets here, and then Facebook will determine which of those ads are successful and start promoting the one that's more successful. So that's the results of my first campaign. I've got my plan mostly baked together. I'm going to do another campaign for the next 7 days, spending the same amount of budget, $28 per day, just to keep my analysis consistent. And so I'll post another video next week, and we'll see what the results of week 2 are. Thanks. We'll see ya.